there's still a part of me that goes, oh, I could just stay home and, hang out and not do anything. But the opportunity to see the Holy Spirit at work is just like amazing. And getting to know the kids has been really an encouragement. And then on Sundays, we have 1 or 2 kids that used to go to the high school Bible study or sitting with us in church. It's such a blessing. It's been so amazing. We've done a lot of studies in our lives. I've been a Christian for over 50 years, but one of the key studies we ever did was experiencing God as a church body. And one of the key things in that study that was I've remembered all along, is looking to see where God's working and joining Him there, instead of getting your own thing together and then hoping God will bless it. So anyway, so one of the things that my husband, Sandy, likes to sign up for things. And through a series of circumstances, he was working with youth at the church at the Parkland campus and on midweek, and it wasn't going super well, but he got able to start going to the high school across the street from our church on Tuesday afternoons to their Bible study club. And it was sort of a series of events that got him there. And being across the street from a high school gives our church an amazing opportunity to reach a lot of youth. And then he started going on Tuesday afternoons. It's from 2 to 2:45. And he said, "Oh, don't you want to come? You want to come with me, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, not really. No, I got enough things going on in my head or my heart. Not really." And but it was so apparent that God gave us an opening to the school, and that was 2.5 years ago. And so then that fall, he was going regularly on Tuesday afternoons, and it was like, okay, fine, I'll be supportive wife, I'll go with you, kind of thing. Well, what's amazing is to watch God at work at something, and God was definitely at work. The Holy Spirit was definitely at work through this Bible study group. And so I was still resistant. I would be going with him, but I felt like I had my heels dug in on the whole thing. And through that first year, there were students, 2 of the students went with us on our Mexico mission trip. So they didn't come to our church, but they went to Mexico with us. And then one of those students, so Sarah, started coming to church regularly, got baptized at our church. She's like an adopted granddaughter for us. I've been going now every Tuesday. We take snacks. I might cook cookies. And I'm just like able to see the Holy Spirit at work. Well, usually there's around 20 kids that come to this Bible study club on Tuesdays, which is pretty amazing in itself. But this fall, all of a sudden there's like 30. Over 30 kids showed up on Tuesday afternoon and are there for the whole 45 minutes. And it's just amazing to see how God's been at work during the last 2 years that our church has been able to participate in reaching out to the neighborhood, because these are all kids that live around our church body. And so, yeah, I was resistant, but then it was like, the Spirit is definitely at work there, and I want to join Him there. And that's been a real blessing for both of us, Sandy and I.
So how did that ministry at the school get started?
Well, the teacher who sponsors the club is, he's been running this Bible study club for as long as he's been there, probably for 15 or 20 years. And his youth pastor at the church that he used to go to was the one that was coming in every Tuesday and doing a lesson in that, because he can't teach a Bible study lesson to the kids. So he needs somebody else to come in and do that. But the youth minister there left. And then they had an activity fair and invited our church to come and host that table. I'm not sure why, but Joe went. One of somebody from the military who was attending Parkland also went, and Sandy went and hosted the table, met Mr. Culp, and and then got invited to keep coming to Tuesdays.
So how has that changed your life?
Well, I'm super excited about Tuesday afternoons now. There's still a part of me that goes, oh, I could just stay home and, hang out and not do anything. But the opportunity to see the Holy Spirit at work is just like amazing. And getting to know the kids has been really an encouragement. And then on Sundays, we have 1 or 2 kids that used to go to the high school Bible study or sitting with us in church. It's such a blessing. It's been so amazing.
That is incredible that you have kids that probably would have never been to a church now coming with you to a church. And like the idea of like, it's not even their peers.
No, it's not. Although Lucero's now at PLU and she's bringing friends from her classes. And Joe has started a young adult small group that's 2 or 3 of those kids from the Bible study club. They've graduated and are going to that. So it's a start, It's the youth ministry at Parkland campus has had a real struggle for the last 4 or 5 years. But this is like an amazing start, opportunity to see how God's going to work through that.